Hey, what's up? I'm the Godfather Soldiers from Swimming and well, looks like Raw turned out to be garbage and shitty once again. Awful and arrogant is my highlight tonight. Awful and arrogant in Atlanta. Will Royal Rumble be any good? The story of Royal Rumble 2025 be any good this Saturday? And I'm going to give all of you my Royal Rumble predictions for the Raw brand. Clicked off again on the stupid webcam. Sorry about that. So stick around. Right back. Play a little music for all of you. The name of the song I'm playing for all of you is a song, number one hit single from 2004, called from number one hit single from the single from 2004, which came a number one hit 20 years ago, called "Since You Begun" by Kelly Clarkson. So stick around and get the music set up, playing. I'll be right back, all of you. One second. 1 second, everybody. Let's get the music started real quick. Oh, that's not. That's on. That's not it. Hold on. Okay, here it is. No, that's not it. Hold on. Yep. Since You've Been Gone are one of my favorite musicians. Kelly Clarkson, number one hit single from 2005, 20 years ago. Okay, so let's get started with tonight's show. We'll break it down how garbage the show was leading up to. I can't believe they did it again tonight. They went off at 10:35, 10:30. I mean, they could. I mean, they could have told us. I mean, Netflix. I mean, Triple H could tell us that the show would have been went off. I mean, it went off at like 10:30, 8 to 10:30 or 30 something like that. I mean, I don't know why he had to do that shit. So let's get down with tonight's show, shall we? Let's get down with tonight's show. WrestlingView.com. Okay, Atlanta, Georgia State Farm Arena. WWE RAW kicks off with clips of Cody Rhodes and his family entering the arena. We cut to the women's tag team champions Bianca Belair and Naomi walking backstage. We cut to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez walking. It finally cuts to Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre in the arena. You cut to a drone shot through the arena with Michael Cole narrating. He and Pat McAfee are standing at ringside to discuss Saturday night's main event. They take a seat at the announce table and out comes Seth Rollins with the fans chanting his "Ooh." Oh, it's "Ah." Wait, ooh, I don't know. Seth Rollins, Gunther, and Logan Paul, wearing a floral suit with an oversized pink and black glasses, referring to legendary Bret the Hitman Hart, gets in the ring and welcomes everyone to Monday Night Rollins. He hypes up the crowd and he mentions how it was his favorite time of the year because it was almost WrestleMania season. And that begins on Saturday when he wins the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match. Seth says 2025 got off to a bad start for him. He says in debut on Netflix, he lost against CM Punk, and in that moment he thought to himself, "Who are you?" A loud CM Punk chant from the crowd. Seth says he asked himself who he is and who he wants to be. He says he is Seth freaking Rollins and he wants to know who he is. There is nobody on this planet that is better than him. Seth says he decided to start his path to redemption, and it started last week against Drew and it continues at the Royal Rumble. He says he will eliminate John Cena, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, and a loud OTC chant from the crowd as Seth pauses. Seth says he will toss Roman Reigns out, and his dream, CM Punk is the last guy he eliminates, and he can crush Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams to dust. He says he's a man on a mission, but which championship will he go after? The ring general Gunther, is one of the best to do it, but everyone knows Gunther is holding that under that title until Seth decides to go after it again. But there's the WWE Championship. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. He has been thinking, wouldn't it be poetic if he took the same title from Cody at WrestleMania this year that helped him win last year? Decisions. As he's about to ask the crowd which title he should go after. Gunther's music hits, and out he comes wearing a suit with the title around his waist. Gunther gets in the ring, and Seth looks at the championship. He asks Gunther if he is keeping the title warm for him. Gunther asks Seth where he has been the last 3 months. Gunther says on Saturday he was in San Antonio defending his title against the clown Jey Uso. The fans chant, "Yee!" And Gunther tells them not to get too excited because he beat his ass. But Seth has been crying and complaining. He says Seth has forgotten what really matters in the company. If he were Seth, he will cancel out the noise and the focus on winning the Royal Rumble, even though he's unsure Seth has it within it. Has it in it. Seth still has it in him. Seth tells Gunther that the title will not exist without him. That title is not synonymous with Gunther. That's a title he made. And with all due respect to Damian Priest, Finn Balor, or Jey Uso, Gunther cuts him off and says he knows he is Seth Rollins, one of the best wrestlers to step foot in this company. He created so many memorable moments, but it's 2025 and Seth is not the best wrestler in the company anymore. Gunther says he is the best title. He's the best, and the title proves it. He tells Seth, please go and win the Rumble. Please challenge him at WrestleMania because he will have it. He will have Seth down, and Seth will realize the only name synonymous with the title is his name, Gunther. Both men are face to face, and Logan Paul's music hits. Logan gets in the ring, and the fans boo loudly. He says Gunther and Seth, they think they are special, but no more Logan. But no more. Logan speaks louder. The fans boo louder than speaks. The louder the fans boo. Logan says something. Seth and Gunther command attention because they are great at wrestling. But if he commands it because he is great at everything, he says this is the Netflix era, and this company needs a new face, one oozing with charisma and confidence. He says Seth and Gunther don't have that. A loud "You suck" chant by the fans, and Logan says he can't hear them as they boo. He tells Seth and Gunther to take note because that's attention. He says they should worry about him, a guy who build a WWE career faster than them both. Logan says he will enter the Rumble. He won't worry about throwing 29 other guys. That's grunt work. He has to work smarter, not harder. He says he just has to be the last one in the Rumble. When he wins it, he's going to main event WrestleMania, and he can choose Cody Rhodes or Gunther, and he points at him. Gunther tells Seth that he wants Logan to win the Royal Rumble. That way he can go to WrestleMania and embarrass him. Seth laughs and says the only person that is going to get embarrassed is Gunther if he decides to take back his title. Seth drops the microphone and his music hits as he leaves the ring. Backstage with Kathy Kelly, CM Punk, Sammy, and Karen Cross, and Cody Rhodes. We cut backstage and CM Punk is with Kathy Kelly. Punk tells her he thinks Logan will fare like everyone else in the Royal Rumble, not named CM Punk. He tells Kathy if she was in the Rumble, he would eliminate her. Wow. Now that wasn't very nice. Not cool to do that to a woman. In comes Sami Zayn, who tells Punk that he heard him say about him last week when he said Zayn wasn't at his level. And it's the kind of true because one of them main event WrestleMania and the other hasn't. Zayn walks away and he's stopped by Karrion Kross. And he tells Zayn accidentally hitting Jey must have felt good. Zayn tells him that he knows what he is doing, and Kross tells him to listen to Kevin Owens. It could be them at WrestleMania, and not to think with his heart, to thinking it with his head. Kross walks away, and in comes Cody Rhodes. Zayn tells him it's good to see him, and walks away. Then go to commercial break. The World Tag Team Championship match. World Raiders champions with Dominic and Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough. The bell rings and we're underway. Dominic and JD throw Ivar to the outside and double team Eric. Dominic with a suicide dive onto Ivar, and JD with a springboard moonsault off the middle rope. and he lands onto Ivar, and the aluminum chimney hits the back of his neck onto the edge of the announce table. Michael Cole asks for someone to really check out on JD, but JD continues the match. Dominic beating up on Eric in the ring, and JD gets in the ring apron, but he is holding his ribs. Dominic tags JD, as in both he and Eric exchange shots, and Dominic tags himself back in. JD tags himself back in, and Ivar is tagged in. Ivar with a back body drop onto JD and a crossbody onto Dominic. JD rolls to the outside, and Dominic rolls to the outside. Eric throws Dominic onto JD, and Ivar with a cannonball off the barricade onto both men. Then you go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Eric throws Dominic across the ring. In comes JD, and Eric kicks JD in the back of the neck. Eric with a kick onto Dominic. He goes for the cover, but JD breaks it up. Eric throws JD to the outside of the ring. Ivar is tagged in. He lifts Dominic, but Dominic lands on his feet, and JD is tagged in. Ivar is tagged in, and Ivar goes for a clothesline onto JD, but JD ducks. JD headbutts Ivar, and kicks JD in the face. Ivar climbs to the second rope, but JD kicks JD with a kick and drags Ivar off the second rope and slams him. He goes for the cover, but Ivar kicks out. Dominic is tagged in, and Ivar with a spinning heel kick, and both men are down. JD distracts the referee, and Carlito drops Eric off the ring apron and splits Apple into Ivar's face. Sickening. Dominic with the 619 onto Ivar, and JD is tagged in. JD climbs to the top rope and lands a moonsault on Dominic, and Dominic is tagged in. Dominic with a frog splash. He goes for the cover, but Eric pushes JD into Dominic, and the cover is broken. All four men are down, and the fans chant, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" JD is thrown to the outside of the ring. Ivar knocks Carlito off the ring apron, and Dominic trips Ivar up. Eric tags himself in. Dominic goes for the 619, and the War Raiders with the Roar Machine. Eric goes for the cover and gets the pin. Winners still WWE Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. Pete Dunne, Ludwig Kaiser, New Day, and Kathy Kelly. You see the segment. Cut to Pete Dunne walking backstage, and he's stopped by Ludwig Kaiser. He tells Pete Dunne things didn't go his way last week, and someone should show that guy last week how things are done. In come the New Day, who try to befriend them both, but Pete and Kaiser walk away. In comes Kathy Kelly, and Kofi puts his arm on Xavier Woods and tells her that Alana's favorite son is in town. Kathy looks confused and asks if it's Braun Breaker, and then they tell her no. She asks if Austin Theory, and they say no. She asks them if it's Cody Rhodes, and they tell her no. It's Xavier Woods. Kofi asks Woods if his family's in attendance, yet Woods tells him not yet, but they better be soon because he paid a lot for the tickets. Commercial break. Rey Mysterio with LWO versus Xavier Woods with Kofi Kingston. The bell rings and we're underway. Rey with a springboard crossbody and followed by a headlock, but Woods throws him into the ropes and a shoulder tackle, and it takes Rey down. Woods with a chop to the chest followed by an uppercut. He throws Rey into the ropes, but Rey with a hurricanrana, and he gets him on the ring apron. Rey with a sunset flip, but Woods grabs him by the legs and kicks him. He places Rey laying on a second rope and jumps onto the back of Rey's neck. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Woods with a vertical suplex. He goes for the cover, but Rey kicks out. Woods runs toward Rey, but with a big boot followed by a kick to the side of the head, Rey climbs to the top rope and a senton onto Woods. Rey gets Woods in the corner, and Rey gets on the second rope, hitting Woods with punches, but Woods trips him up. He places Rey on the second rope. He goes for a suplex, but Rey with the right hand. Rey with a sunset flip powerbomb. He goes for the cover, but Rey kicks out. and he rolls to the outside of the ring. Ray goes for a baseball slide, but Woods moves out of the way. He slams Ray into the announce table and back into the ring. Woods looks at ringside as his family is in attendance in the first row. Woods asks them where they have been, and his family is all wearing the New Day Sucks T-shirts. Wow, their own son. His sister throws a T-shirt in his face, and Woods is angered. He gets back in the ring, but Ray trips him onto the second rope. He hits him with a 619. Ray with a splash, and he goes for the cover and gets the pin. Winner is Rey Mysterio. The LWO and Ray go to the ringside and celebrate with the family of Xavier Woods. Ray wears a New Day Sucks T-shirt, and they celebrate together with Kofi Kingston in the ring confused. Wow, I really kind of feel kind of sorry. But this family, I mean, turn him against him. It's just like he got the song, huh? Xavier got the song completely. Commercial break. Now we'll see the segment Jey Uso and Quavo. Jey Uso's music hits, and out he comes through the crowd with an American rapper Quavo. Jay stands on the announce table, and he tells everyone that he lost on Saturday, but he knows he can beat Gunther. He says Seth and Gunther have his name in their mouths, and now he knows what he has to do. He says he will win the Royal Rumble and go on to main event WrestleMania and become the new WrestleMania 41 and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Well, maybe he can do it again. He could be the third Samoan American wrestler to become a champion, WWE champion behind the late Yokozuna, and still alive, the People's Champ, the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Now we see the segment between Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyrie, Jackie Redmine, American Maiden, and Alpha Babes. Jackie Redmine is backstage with Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyrie. She tells Jackie that she will take the next big fight that is in front of her, and that is the Royal Rumble. In come American Maid, and Chad tells Lyra that Ivory will take her Intercontinental title from her, and they walk away. We see Alpha Bay stretching backstage, and Chad Gable tells them that they should be embarrassed what they become, and they walk away. Alpha Babes. Arrogant Chad Gable is an arrogant piece of garbage. Bianca Belair and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Fiery Latina. The bell rings or run away. Bianca goes for the KOD onto Liv, but Liv lands on her feet, and Bianca spears her into the corner. She goes for a slam, but Liv lands on her feet, grabs her by the braid, and slams Bianca onto the mat. Raquel is tagged in, and they are both face to face. Bianca with a back elbow onto Raquel. She tags Naomi. They double team Raquel, landing a Russian leg sweep followed by double elbow. Naomi goes for the cover, but Raquel kicks out. She tags Liv, but Naomi with a drop kick, and Bianca is tagged in. They double team Liv, and Bianca goes for a cover, but Liv kicks out. Naomi's tagged back in, and the fans with an EST chant. They go for a suplex, but suplex they double suplex Liv, but in comes Raquel, and all four women fight, and it ends with Bianca and Naomi taking out Liv and Raquel. Back from the commercial, Raquel throws Naomi into the ring post on the outside of the ring, and Raquel gets back into the ring. She grabs Naomi, but Naomi with a kick to the head, and she slams Raquel head first into the ring apron. Naomi tries to make the tag. Raquel grabs her by the leg, but Naomi kicks her away. Bianca is tagged in, and and as Liv. Bianca with a drop kick, followed by a vertical suplex. Liv in the corner, and in comes Raquel Rodriguez, but Bianca spears Raquel into Liv in the corner. Bianca on the second rope, and she helps both men with right hands until Raquel slides under. She grabs Bianca by the braid, but Bianca throws her into the outside of the ring. Bianca with a running moonsault onto Liv. She goes for the cover, but Liv kicks out. Bianca climbs to the top rope and jumps, but Liv moves out of the way. Bianca lands on her feet, but Liv hits her with a drop kick. Raquel is tagged in. The power bombs Liv onto Bianca. Raquel goes for the cover, but Bianca kicks out. Raquel gets very angry, and she lifts Bianca up, but Bianca lands on her feet. Naomi is tagged in, and she kicks Raquel to the outside of the head. Bianca is tagged back in, but Raquel with a fallaway slam, throwing Naomi down, and Raquel kicks Bianca away. Liv is tagged in, and she hits Bianca with a cold breaker. Liv goes for Oblivion, but Bianca intercepts her and hits her with a KOD. She goes for the cover, but Dominic Mysterio is on the ring apron, distracting the referee. Bianca tags Naomi in, but Bianca jumps onto Dominic on the outside. Naomi with a split leg moonsault onto Liv. She goes for the cover, but Raquel drags her to the outside and slams her onto the ring apron. She throws Naomi back into the ring. Liv goes for the cover and gets the pin. Winners, Liv Morgan or Raquel Rodriguez. We cut to Kathy Kelly backstage, who's basically Rhea Ripley. She tells Kathy that her body is banged up, but looks like she did in Australia. She reminded Nia why she is always on top. Kathy asks her about the Royal Rumble match, and Rhea tells her it doesn't matter who wins if they decide to face her. They will get brutalized at WrestleMania. In comes Bayley, and she tells Rhea she might see her at WrestleMania, and Rhea tells her good luck. Bayley turns around and Io Sky walks in. She tells Bayley to see you Saturday and walks away. Yeah, Bayley and Io Sky don't see eye to eye with their history and damage control. Sky stabbed her in the back. Io Sky doesn't forgive Bayley, and Bayley doesn't forgive her either. Then we see a commercial break. A video package of Penta airs. It says he'll be in a Royal Rumble match. Then we see this segment. Paul Heyman, WWE 2K25, and Drew McIntyre. Paul Heyman says, "Ladies and gentlemen." He walks down the ring. Paul Heyman walks down to the ring to a loud pop from the crowd. He gets to the ring and the fans chant O2C. Heyman introduces himself and he says that he is the one behind the one, the GOAT and the greatest of all time. The one and only tribal chief, and the one who represents WWE and the entire island of relevancy in the cover of WWE 2K25. The giant cover is displayed, and we see Roman Reigns on the cover of the WWE 2K25 video game. Heyman says he is one behind the one. He is the one behind the 29-1 in the 29 versus 1. Roman Reigns says he's going to Going back to the mindset of one versus of all of that one versus all, because of that is what this Royal Rumble is all about. Roman Reigns told everyone that he was going to take back the Ulafala. Roman Reigns took back the Ulafala from Sol Sikoa. Heyman says he is going. Same says he's going. Says now Roman Reigns is coming back for his championship. And it all starts this Saturday night at the Royal Rumble 2025, because all 29 of them are coming for after Roman, because Roman Reigns is not just the biggest star on Netflix, not just the biggest star in WWE. He is the biggest star in the industry, on the face of the planet, with Elon Musk colonizes Mars. Roman will be on biggest star on that planet too. There are two types of men qualified for the Royal Rumble. One of one is the one Roman Reigns, and the other is just someone that else in that locker room, and they all want to be Roman Reigns. They all get their hands and knees on at night, and they say, "Please, dear God, I want to be Roman Reigns." Heyman drops the microphone, and Drew McIntyre's music hits. Oh boy, here we go. Here comes this whiner. Drew gets in the ring and he stares at the giant WWE 2K25 poster that is hanging above the ring. Roman Reigns on it. Drew tells Heyman that he looks kind of nervous. Drew puts his hand on Heyman's shoulder and tells Heyman the only person that should be nervous is Sami Zayn. A "We Want Roman" chant from the crowd. Drew tells Heyman that Heyman doesn't like him very much, but just listen to it. He tells Heyman that he should love him because he is responsible for all the success, and Heyman looks confused. He tells Heyman that it pains him, but he is the only daddy of the bloodline. Drew says he hates it when he run the 2020 Royal Rumble. He eliminated Roman Reigns. He went on to main event WrestleMania. He beat Heyman's client Brock Lesnar, and Heyman went out to sea and lined himself back with Roman Reigns. Got in his ear, and it went on to the greatest run of Heyman's life. They took over. They made more money. Drew tells Heyman all he is looking for is a very simple thank you from Drew, and Heyman looks sure of himself. Heyman thanks Drew and tells them that he is crowning them right now. Drew apologizes and back away. He tells Heyman since he did him a favor, he wonders if Heyman can do him a favor. He tells Drew he tells do him a favor. He tells Heyman if he can do him a favor. Drew tells Heyman to tell his boy that this Saturday he will target him and beat him with an inch of his life and throw him over the top rope. Heyman gives Drew his word that he will pass his message on to Roman Reigns. Drew stops Heyman and says he wasn't talking about Roman. He was talking about his boy CM Punk. Drew tells Heyman to run, and Heyman leaves the ring. Then we go to CM Punk commercial break. Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. The bell rings and we're underway. Drew with a with a chop to the chest and he throws Zayn to the ropes, but Zayn with a kick to the face. Drew runs towards Zayn, but Zayn throws him over the top rope and onto the outside. Zayn with a sending moonsault off the top rope onto Drew, onto the outside of the ring. Zayn throws Drew back into the ring, and Drew with his kick to the face. He goes for the cover, but Zayn kicks out. Drew with a chop to the chest, but Zayn with an elbow to the face. Zayn climbs to the second rope, with an elbow to the face. He runs into the ropes and lands a second clothesline onto Drew. Zayn again to the ropes. He lands a tornado DDT. He goes for the cover, but Drew kicks out. Zayn is bleeding from the nose. He grabs Drew by the arm and jumps onto the rope, but Drew trips him up, and Zayn falls to the outside of the ring. Drew goes for the Claymore, but Zayn ducks, and Drew lands on an announce table. Wow, 11:50 already. It's fast. We're going to go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Drew with a spine buster, but Zayn kicks out. Drew lifts him up, and Zayn sit down powerbomb. He goes for the cover, but Zayn kicks out. Drew gets Zayn on the top rope and climbs the second rope. But Zayn with his sunset flip powerbomb, he goes for the cover, but Drew kicks out. Zayn goes for the blue thunder bomb, but Drew with a side headlock followed by a right hand. Drew throws Zayn across the ring, and both men are down. Drew was the first to get to his feet and runs towards Zayn. But Zayn with a big boot followed by a blue thunder bomb. He goes for the cover, but Drew kicks out. Zayn climbs to the top rope, but Drew with a chop to the chest. Drew climbs to the second rope, but Zayn trips him up, and Drew is in a tree. He's in a tree of woe, hanging upside down, but he gets up and flips Zayn across the ring. Drew goes for a claymore. Zayn moves out of the way and goes for the cover, but Drew kicks out. Zayn with his exploder onto the corner. He goes for the hell of a kick, but Drew moves out of the way. Drew goes for the cover and he puts his legs out onto the ropes for leverage with the referee seeing it and gets the pin. Winner, Drew McIntyre. Zayn argues with the referee. After the match, Drew hits a Zayn from behind. How many times are we gonna see this crap? Cody hits music hits and out comes Cody Rhodes. Drew goes for a right hand and onto Cody, but Cody ducks and he hits Cody cutter onto Drew. Roman is thrown to the outside and out comes Kevin Owens from behind. Both men fight in the ring, but Drew hits Cody from behind. In comes Zayn, who goes for a hell of a kick onto Drew, but Drew moves out of the way and Zayn hits Cody with a hell of a kick into the corner. Drew laughs and leaves the ring. While Owens smiles and leaves, Zayn stays in the ring in disbelief. And commercial break. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk back from the commercials. Cody Rhodes is still in the ring looking at two titles hanging in the air. Cody says it's not about the belt himself, and the one that Owens is convinced will make him champion. Cody says it is the mindset at work that makes you a champion. He shows up first and leaves last. He's looking forward to the Royal Rumble where he can move past Kevin Owens. CM Punk's music hits and out he comes. Punk gets in the ring and he is face to face with Cody Rhodes. Punk tells Cody it feels like all of this is starting to get to Cody and knows what that belt means. He knows what that title can do to a man. He was champion for 444 days, and somewhere in the 300 day mark, it started to burn him out. He lost friends because of that, and he sees Cody losing friends. He gets it. Cody wants to be Bruno Sammartino. He wants to be John Cena, but no one is Superman or Hulk Hogan, of course. Cody says he doesn't have a lot of friends, and he asks if CM Punk and his friend. Punk says he is, and that is why he is out here, and to be his friend. And he promises to be his friend. In part of because of that promise he made to his father, and because he loves him. And part of him feels like he let Cody down, but the truth is, not even his father could have prepared him for this. Cody tells Punk what is next for himself, and Punk tells Cody what is next for Cody. That he is in his hometown. He gets to sleep in his own bed tonight, but he bets that Cody won't sleep at all. Chances are Cody has an early call time to do promotion for his match against Kevin, but maybe he doesn't have an early call time. He'll be thinking about the biggest match in his career. Punk tells him after that he makes it past Kevin Owens. There is one show. There is Raw. There is SmackDown. Cody is the poster boy, and no matter what, Cody sacrifices less time at home with his daughter and his wife because that belt means something to both of them. Punk says while Cody does all that, someone will be getting the best of shape of their life because they will want to make the belt away from Cody, and that is good news. Cody asked him to tell him that tell him the bad news. Punk tells him Punk tells him the bad news is that somebody is somebody him. Unlike everyone else stabbing him in the back, he will win the Royal Rumble and he see him in the main event at WrestleMania. And because no, he is his true threat, he will stab him in front. Cody tells Punk he respects him and telling him that. But when he first showed up in Ohio Valley Wrestling, when he met Punk, he says everyone wanted to be Punk after that. Punk called up and Punk was champion. And Cody was chasing Punk. And after that, there was a 10-year period. Punk was at home and they were still chasing him. But all that shifted. Their relationship has changed. Cody is not chasing Punk. It's Punk that is chasing him. He tells Punk that he hopes he wins the Royal Rumble because he wants Punk to catch up. Cody turns around to leave, and Punk grabs him by the arm and tells Punk he is not done. Punk tells him that they have a lot of men who wanted Punk to catch up to them, but there is a graveyard of careers of men who wanted to catch up, and he did. Punk is about to leave, and Cody stops him and tells him that he is not done. Cody tells him he wants him to win because he wants what's best in the world to know he is not the best in the world anymore. Cody's music hits and with both men face to face as Raw goes after year. Man, terrible show tonight. Terrible show. Garbage. And let's see now. Now it's time for me to do my Royal Rumble predictions for the Raw brand. Okay, let's start out with Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Ladder match for the Undisputed World Wrestling Entertainment Championship. The Undisputed and the Winged Championship belts will be suspended above the ring. It's kind of crappy to me. I'll see. I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes for this one. And the men's Royal Rumble match. Let's see. My picks are CM Punk is my pick. Penta is my pick. Those are my two picks to win the men's Royal Rumble match. And women's Royal. Okay, 11:59 right now. Okay, it's almost 12 a.m. Wow. And see I'm not gonna do the I'm gonna do the women's Royal Rumble match. But I would do okay. Raw brand. This is the Raw brand. Um, women's Royal Rumble match. My picks are Jordan Grace, who's making her appearance at in the Royal Rumble. Jordan Grace is my pick. And my other pick to win the Royal Rumble. Women's Royal Rumble. I'm just gonna go with Jordan Grace for my pick because she's making an appearance. She's just signing a deal with WWE. Jordan Grace is my pick. And I think I'm gonna go another pick. Selena Vega is my other pick to win the Women's Royal Rumble match from LWO. And that's it. That's for this Raw brand. Now it's time for. I don't know how by the way I don't know how Royal Rumble's gonna be this Saturday night. Let's see what close out. See what I know if you know what it's time for. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me get this little music started up. All you know what it's time for. Okay. It's time for Justin's Back to the Future. I mean, back timeline history of all the wrestling birthdays, pop culture, films and sports too. All you hear that thing is the theme from Back to the Future starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. All you hear. Can't wait for his 40th anniversary on July 3rd, 2025, because the movie was released on July 3rd, 1985. Let's go back to Sunday. I already gave you my pop culture and history movies and stuff like that for Saturday because when I was doing the Saturday night event preview last Saturday. Let's go back to Sunday, January 26th. Okay, Sunday, Bob Uecker, who we just lost. Bob Uecker, the baseball player. He was his birthday last. He just last. It was who he just lost early this year. He just passed away a few days ago. He would have been his birthday. His birthday was last Sunday. He would have been 91 last Saturday. Yeah, he would have been 91 last Sunday. You know, you can believe it. He would have been 91 last Saturday. Um, his birthday. He would have been 91 last Saturday. God rest his soul. He's not having a heavenly birthday. The late Gordon Soley, he would have been his birthday was last Sunday. Late Gordon Soley, he would have been 96 last Saturday. He would have been 96 years old, man. And let's see what birthday. Taylor Wilder was 39 last Sunday. Canadian wrestler. And Mercedes Moné, we know some you know Sasha Banks. She turned 33. And let's go to see what else. For Sunday, January 26th. Okay, 1974 AJPW New Year NWA Champion Series 74 Day 4. In Japan, Mitsu Moda defeated Mitsuhata. Carl Van Steiger defeated Minori Higo. Jerry Briscoe defeated Akito Kiyosato. Jim Dillon defeated Mitsuhari. Professor Toru Tanaka defeated Masao Koma. Madoshi Okama defeated the Patriot first. Patriot number one. Thunder Sugiyama defeated Luke Graham. Harley Race and Destroyer fought in the draw. Dory Funk Jr. and Jack Briscoe defeated Giant Baba and Jumbo Tour Shooter in 2 out of 3 2 out of 3 falls tag match. By the way, the match that was a draw, Harley Race and the Destroyer was a 2 out of 3 falls. December 26, 1985 on World Class Championship Wrestling Television. Shawn Michaels made a young Shawn Michaels lost to a one-man gang we know as Akeem in WWE. Wow, two future WWE stars. And wow, King, I said to myself, wow, King defeated the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels in World Class Championship Wrestling. Let's see what else. What other piece of wrestling history? Okay, 2015 night Monday Night Raw night after Royal Rumble. There was the show was had no matches for on that night because there was like some snow problems there was episode I believe. And then in Stamford, Connecticut, yeah, there were just interviews with superstars about leading up to WrestleMania. There were interviews by John Cena, about Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and stuff like that. And they were and showing highlights from Royal Rumble 2015 and stuff like that. Now let's go to yesterday, January the 27th. See, Hay Sox Calhoun Jr. Jesus Calhoun Jr. was 59 last Saturday from Jersey Championship Wrestling yesterday, and Marcus Dillon, Marcus Dillon, turned 47 yesterday. See what else? What wrestling history? See what else? See, okay, WWF All Star Wrestling. WWE highlights WWE Tag Team Championship. Eldora, Adrian Johnson, Dick Martin fought Jerry Jack Briscoe to a double countout. And it was this. It was a highlight showing. It was a highlight shown by hosted by Mean Gene Oakland, I think. Yeah, Madison Square Garden. It was December 28th, 1984. And pop culture, a couple of movies released in theaters yesterday. The movies released in theaters. Miami Rhapsody with 1995. Let's see, a movie called Miami Rhapsody, starring Antonio Banderas, Mia Farrow, and Sarah Jessica Parker, was released in theaters. Miami Rhapsody. It's like a little romantic comedy. And Highlander: The Final Dimension, starring Christopher Lambert and Marion Peebles, was released in theaters. And Before Sunrise, a good romantic movie starring Anthony Hawke and Julie Delpy, was released. A romantic drama. Very good romantic drama. Very good movie. Indeed. In 2005, Wrestling History 2005, on just hours the night before WrestleMania, Survivor Series 2005. Um, Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, and Rey Mysterio defeated Luther Reigns and Mark Jindrak and Lorna Jordan. John Cena defeated Kenzo Ziggler to retain the U.S. title. Paul London defeated Funaki and Shannon Moore and Spike Dudley in a four-way Royal Rumble qualifying match. And John Bradshaw Layfield versus Ken Allen in a draw in last man standing match, because it was revealed that Big Show got his payback on both Kurt Angle and JBL for setting him up and with joy all the time. A little payback, little bit of revenge for a little payback for Big Show, big payback, big payback, and as the SmackDown ends, and let's see what wrestling history in 2015. Okay, on WWE main event, um, the New Day and Big E and Kofi Kingston defeated Damian Sandow, The Miz. Eric Rowan defeated Curtis Axel. And Dolph Ziggler defeated Luke Harper. And that's it. That's my little wrestling history for all of you. Got all that covered. And so that's it. It's midnight right now, 12:16. Wow. I'm the Godfather Soul Justin Lewis Fleming. It's a late change. How I always used to say I like to dress up like Chevy Checker, like to sing like Lionel Richie Dance, and stuff like that. Like to get in the hot tub and sweat, dry, wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing the impression of Saturday Night of James Brown on Saturday Night Live back in the 80s. I never grew up in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s because I saw reruns of old school Saturday Night Live when I was little on Comedy Central. I was born in '88. I grew up in the 90s. I saw reruns of vintage Saturday Night Live 80s when I was little. That about wraps it up. And I got something to close out the show with all of you this morning since it's midnight. I'll close out the show this number one hit single from 1995 called "Bend the Knee" by one of my favorite R&B groups I grew up when I was little, Boys the Man. So here's something to close out the show. I hope all of you have a good morning since it's midnight right now. Find a song. Hope all of you have a good morning since it's midnight. And here's something to close out the show is single from 1994, which became a number one hit 30 years ago called "Bend the Knee." "Bend the Knee" by R&B group my favorites, Boys the Man. So I hope you have a good night, good morning. This is midnight. I'm out of here. Peace. And subscribe to me, the guy for Soul Justin Lewis Swimming. Oh, that's not the song. Hold on. Oh, here it is. This is the song. Here we go. Now I got it.